Hey, what happened, man? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Yeah, I just want to come into the building. Shout out to everybody who's come in. MICU, anybody else out in the clouds, y'all want to come in, most definitely. Yeah, I just want to touch a little bit on this little story right here, man, about your boy, Riza Islam. Hold on a second. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. Get my levels straight. You know what I mean? Yeah, it turns out to be some more drama in the Nation of Islam. It seems to be a similar story. Similar story, no shock at all, just different. Well, one new player. We're going to get into that in just a second. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the building. And let me just give you all a little recess, and then we're going to get right into it.
Marijuana by name, ganja flowing through my vein, going to my brain.
It's like this, it's like this. When you see me, I wonder why. It must be the high grade in your eyes. You look like you're about to fight. High grade. I don't care what I say. We're gonna burn it anyway. Black blood alone smoke a whole day.
So me say ganja me smoke every day. 15, 16 spliff a day. Good purple skunk from me, as you say. Move out of my way, me make me weed entry. But I'm weed a bun more than a century. Go on farm a man, just go on farm, eh. And go on ganja man, just go on plant, eh. Cause every time you do that, you do it for me.
When you look sleepy, I wonder why. Must be the high grade in your eye. When you look like you're about to fly. You is high grade.
Just got some smoking and and this is what this majesty decline. Take off your wings, youth man, and fly like a bird high in the sky, and let them know say you are conquering lion, coming from the tribe of Judah. Some backbiters don't have no roots and culture. Leave them alone, them a go burn in a fire. Fire. I look at them for things to that year. I see them to die like the night. I look at them for things to that year. I see them to die like the night.
If it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. And still I just can't deny that this should have been love. Alright. But I never promised you no roses. Valentine's chocolates and I don't think of roses. Me don't hear about the talk, so you have the little things I don't. I know what recognize it. But I never meant to break your heart. The heart broken at the process. I wish I never was so smart. The time has come to pass. Every moment I remember now what's right. Baby, I've been hurting inside ever since you walked out my life. Still I just can't hide that this should have been love. Alright. If it wasn't for my foolish pride, baby, you'd be right by my side. And still I just can't deny that it should have been, could have been love. Alright, could it have been the car when me drive? Or could it have been the purpose in no life? I drew me there, I stood late at night. Makes you feel me, I keep another life. Still should never stay, because I stay with it. I think of emergency, because I stay because it. Nobody represents me. Sirens from the street, shots, police and soldiers on the CIA. Sirens from the street, shots, sirens from the street, shots, police and soldiers on the CIA. Sirens from the street, shots, just like mama cooking pot. TNT get hot, sophisticated weapons get away from them black. Beat them like a shot, giant and lick it back. Trade union workers, government, them attack. That cause a state of emergency. Because a state, because a state of emergency. Because it's nigga, I stay with my love in a Simon Final is up
television and religion are the tools of Babylon implement. Corrupting Jaja children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. Hey, they want to come for them and come make we chant him down with great power and sound. Jaja children, they are the reason we want Babylon from season to season. Hey, they want to come for them and come make we chant him down with great power and sound.
I'm keeping it real. So we are live, we live and let's live. So we are live, I'm keeping it real. So real, yeah. So we are live, we live and it's big. As a man, you must be able to find work and put food on the table. There's no time to sit around to play the fool or be a clown. In the game there's no player haters, real hustlers and gold diggers. But I have no time to watch the face. Them kind of people don't have no place. I'm keeping it real. So we are live, we live and let's live. I'm keeping it real, so real, yeah. So we're living it big. As we say, life's what you make it. You have a plan, you got to reach it. You work hard, you must get paid to live good for another day. Ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. Peace and love and happiness. I say to ease up, we don't need no commotion. Cause everything is darkness. I said to ease up, no bother try to pressure me. And that is where I rest. Cause I remember when me had a yammy, me used to run dance club and party. And outside that big club and teach them hostility. Them can't bring that on we. Rubber dubber where we play a pan and us still down. The DJ round the mic and him a keep the place calm. Now bother come here so like you are raging star. You can't bring that on we. Me say to ease up, no bother with the tension. I say no bother with the stress. I say to ease up, we are deal with progress. I said love and happiness. I said to ease up, we no need no commotion. Cause everything is God bless. I said to ease up, no bother try to question me. That is where I'm next.
I know the time is getting late. Like balance in the race. I strive to get my children fed. Meanwhile my shoes are begging rain. Yes, I know that times are hard.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Just put some ones up in the building if you hear me all right. You know? Put some ones up in the building if you can hear me okay, A-okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, spoke about this story a little bit, like briefly. And, you know, an information man was up here and I said, yeah, I didn't know about this story. But then story's kind of getting a few legs. So I just wanted to speak on it. You know what I mean? But, you know, just wanted to give some shout outs to everybody in the building. Obviously, you know, HM, Anna, Dana Slades, Alethea, Nene Baby, Andrea Thornton, Bukabuck, Big Dog Philly OG, you know what I'm saying? Red RJ Supreme, Defrauding Charlatans, Empress Goddess, Carrie Information Show. Yeah, you know, this has kind of been making around, so I wanted to just touch on it a little bit. You know, I've you know, kind of annoyed because right now, let me just look to see if they've changed anything here. If anything's changed, I don't think so. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, Giants are still fucking losing. Shit. Anyways, excuse me. But yeah, man, just come in. As soon as you get into the building, can you please hit that like button? All I'm asking for is a like button. And yeah, you know, you can obviously share, subscribe. You want to, you know, drop a super chat, that's cool. Cash app, that's cool too. But yeah, the like is the most important, obviously, because it just gets the shit out there. And whoo, this story right here, you know, part of it is a big deal. Part of it isn't a big deal. Now, obviously, rape, well, I can't say the word now, can I? But this type of allegation it's not funny. It is a big deal. But at the same time, I'm not surprised when it comes to this organization. Right. And, you know, it's just, well, one of the reasons why this story, I just wanted to cover it. I just, knowing what I know about the nation, knowing what I know about their history, how they've treated their members, how the protocol is, how cultish it is. All right. Like I was on another panel. I actually wasn't on the panel, but I was in the chat of someone else who was actually going over this. And I simply said in the chat, because there was a couple of people in that chat, I simply said that the nation's a cult. I said this thing is a full-blown cult. And the guy, you know, somebody in the chat immediately was turned, you know, obviously went by the name of Mr. C, you know, just the Mr. and the letter C. And dude was like, what do you mean by cult? How do you mean? All right. Because people get on the defensive, and you really got to be prepared when going up against people who are caught up in cults and caught up in just personality worship. And for me, as far as the nation, I don't have to go through any long, drawn out argument, because this is what these people will do. I mean, when people are into this cult of personality, then they'll leave you there all day. What's up, El Diva? How you doing? They'll leave you there all day, man, and you're just gonna go back and forth talking about nothingness. But I simply asked the one question, and it's a fair question, and in my opinion, it's a great question. I said, explain Scientology. Somewhere along the line, Nation of Islam is going to have to break down why they hooked up with Scientology. To which the guy had answered me, you didn't answer the question. And what I said should have been it. That should have answered the question. If you're not a cult, why did you link up with what has been defined as is not only a cult in Scientology, it's like the standard for cult worship. All right, it's the standard. Scientology. In fact, let me just get this again, because some of y'all seem to have forgotten, and I know I've shown this video before, and Scientology. Because a lot of us, we grew up with the Nation. The Nation of Islam was always this hardcore group attacking the white man and militancy, and you know, they walk around the neighborhood patrolling and blah blah blah. And I'm glad that I'm looking on YouTube right now at something. I guess this guy did a YouTube video on Islam versus Scientology, its economics. I mean, that's the answer, but let me just play this video here. And this is just one of the videos where you just start Nation. And by the way, hold on a second. Let me stop. Let me just read this, even though it doesn't, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. You'll get flagged anyway, but what the hell? Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, purposes such as criticism, which is what this is, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, fair use, right? Used or permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational purposes, personal use, tips the balance in favor of fair use. This video is made for entertainment purposes and is transformative in nature. Now, y'all gotta, the Nation of Islam, or anybody who comes into this chat saying I'm hating, please, by all means, please explain this.
All betterment groups, no matter who they are, there is a surah in the Holy Quran called the Allies. And in that particular surah, it talks about
Western Regional
those
Representative.
who believe and want to help man should stand shoulder to shoulder in ranks. See? And what we should do is drop all of the division, all of the false ideas and false ideology that we've all fallen victim to, and remove the scale from over our eyes and be able to judge a tree by the fruit it bear and judge a man or an organization by its works. The works of the Church of Scientology should be held in high esteem of us all. So groups like the Nation of Islam, the Catholic Church, the Muslims all over the world, if we see the good of one another, we should take that good, learn from it, get in exchange, you see, do what other nations do, trade to the point to where we're in exchange. And so I'm just thankful that in this hour that I found a betterment group, that we were told in the Nation of Islam that at a time in our development, we would meet other purified people who would show us things that we can be in exchange with and take tools back to our
Stop.
who would show us things that we can build in the Nation of Islam, that at a time in our development, we would meet other purified people who
Purified people. I mean, this is Scientology he's talking about, folks. This is Scientology. I'm not going to get into the disaster stories from Scientology. I mean, that's for another video. I really wanted to make this under an hour, this video. But good Lord, purified people. You got to watch. I'm just going to say it. Nation of Islam, they are very good talkers. You got to watch what these guys say. You have to watch what they say, because they can talk your ears
would
off.
Show us things that we can be in exchange with and take tools back to our community and help our people. And I'm telling you, the world would be a better place if
Borging. Hold on a second, y'all.
all of us.
Hold on. It borged. Hold on a second, y'all. 1 second.
Whether we're Catholic, whether we're Muslim, whether we're...
Yeah, it just stopped. Hold on a second. Scientology. Maybe the guys, maybe they put some spell on this live.
To their own religious idea, their culture, their ethnicity. I'm telling you, and that's the beauty, what I love. I don't feel stranglehold. And
let's go back.
Whether we're Episcopalian, we should learn Catholic, whether we're Muslim, whether we're Baptist, help our people. And I'm telling you, the world would be a better place if all of us, whether we're Catholic, whether we're Muslim, whether we're Baptist, whether we're Episcopalian, we should learn from one another. And that's what I like about the Church of Scientology. You don't hold back information. It's here for anybody to get. It's here for anybody to take to their own religious idea, their culture, their ethnicity. I'm telling you, and that's the beauty, what I love. I don't feel stranglehold. In fact, I have become a better Muslim as a result of my relationship to the Church of Scientology.
Ooh, my God.
My mentor, my leader, teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, God hates ingratitude. And the world should be grateful that in our lifetime, along came a being known as Mr. L. Ron Hubbard, who looked into the universe, who just looked and observed and put together for all of us. He took out of the universe truths and codified them in a way and simplified them in a way and could put it in a book called Way to Happiness, that now that book is changing the reality in the lives of people from a negative to a positive. We say that when a man comes along like that, his name should be mentioned right along with the names of the saints. And we are thankful to Almighty God that a human being like Mr. Hubbard came this way. And not only did he come, He took enough responsibility to see into the future and to put a truth into the future that could change lives for better for millions and possibly trillions of years that's in front of us. So for that, we are grateful.
Damn, man. Damn. So this is pretty much what this was all about, y'all. This right here, so when he was whispering to Malcolm, he was telling Malcolm, Malcolm, somewhere in the future, I mean, you won't be around. I mean, we're gonna off you before this happens, but somewhere in the future, bro, there's gonna be a group led by a racist ass white man who talked all sorts of shit about black people. And we're going to join up with this group and we're going to push their philosophy in front of the world. This is in essence what we're going to do. Yeah, that's your boy, Louis Farrakhan right there with Elijah Muhammad. All right. I mean, and the dude was an Arab, by the way. I think I have this picture, bro. This has to be, we got to put this to rest as well. All right. We got to put this to rest. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that the nation, I'm not going to sit here and say that I wasn't influenced by the nation and that there weren't a lot of great speeches and that I wasn't inspired, mainly because the church fed us such bullshit, all right, that obviously the nation had to come in because the church was weak, and it still is weak. It still is. I mean, you see it with what's going on with Bishop Bling. He's just a representative. But Liz, we got to put this to rest. This guy's a full white man, y'all. Stop saying that this dude is black. This right here was one of the heaviest pieces of propaganda that the nation has really just brainwashed us with, that this guy is a black man. That has to stop. So, I just wanted to go ahead and bring up Scientology. Let's just see who else coming to the building. Obviously, Defrauding, Saw You Back a book, and yeah, this right here, man. I mean, that guy right there. I thought he was just the LA representative. No, he's the representative of the whole West Coast. All right, and understand that the nation hooked up with Scientology. I don't know exactly what year. It had to be maybe a decade plus ago. But the Nation of Islam, you got to understand, they started losing popularity after a while. I think part of it is because there were some people who started to see some of the that they weren't any different than the church. I think that, obviously this happens in any big organization. People are going to start fractioning, but it seems that there's this pattern with the Nation of Islam, all right, that is very cautious, where they build certain people up. And after they build them up, and if these people get a little bit too big for their britches, they either pull them back or they just knock them out. They just destroy them in some sort of way. We've seen it with Malcolm, obviously. We saw it with Khalid, all right? And these are two people that were to give their life for the Nation of Islam. Literally, their heart and soul in the nation. And they started getting more popular than the leader. And the leader, which is, you have the leader who, in Elijah's case, that dude was old as hell. All right, old, sick. All right. And then comes Farrakhan, which was back in the 90s, obviously. He's in his 60s, a young 60. But now, and of course, him and Khalid, they, they started to become have opposing factions. And now, to a lesser extent, it's Riza Islam. It's Riza Islam. Put ones up if you can hear me okay, because what happened is one of my I look at you from 3 screens here. One of my screens went out. So I just want to make sure that this is still going. But yeah. So now to a lesser extent, we have Mr. Riza Islam, all right? Riza Islam came up in Scientology, all right? First of all, in my opinion, this guy is not a Malcolm. He is not a Khalid, all right? He doesn't have the same chutzpah as they do. He isn't as fiery. He isn't as charismatic, all right? He comes off a bit dorky, all right? And he just is not the type of guy like a Khalid or like a Malcolm who could command a crowd like those two can. He can't galvanize a crowd. But in this era of social media, he's gained a good chunk of popularity. All right. And when you're talking about the Nation of Islam, you know, as in any organization, you're gonna have, you know, factions. You're gonna have a little jealousy here and there. What's up, last call? Yeah, people are gonna try to take each other down. Okay, they can talk about how, okay, brothers got to stick together, blah blah blah. It's just a human trait. So now we got Rizza Islam, who was first in Scientology. A lot of y'all don't even know this. See, I'm sure some of y'all, if you followed it all, Rizza Islam and what's his name? Rizza and Young Pharaoh, they had a little beef. They had a most recent beef. And Young Pharaoh and Rizza, they were both, you know, actually Pharaoh, you know, this is when he was fairly saying, because I used to listen to Pharaoh because Young Pharaoh was funny. He was a funny dude. I got to admit. I mean, him and listening to him and Seti, when they teamed up together, he was a funny dude. You know, this was before he went batshit crazy, or maybe he always was. I just always thought he was funny. But he broke down a timeline of Riza Islam. He broke down a timeline of Riza Islam that was so on point. Riza Islam started in Scientology first. Then the Nation recruited him, and the Nation, who was growing old, needed a young, fresh voice to try to galvanize the youth. That's why they grabbed Riza. Riza was a young, fresh voice. He was always, since his youth, he was hooked up in Scientology. So Louis Farrakhan kind of, you know, brought him in to, you know, be this youthful voice to galvanize the youth. All right. Now, Riza, let me see. Oh, I thought I had this already. Hold on a second. Just want to see if I uploaded something, some other pictures. How did I miss that? Shit. I had a picture with Riza and his mom. Hold on, let me see if I can get that picture. Oh, there it is. Never heard of the scandal? Yeah, it's happening. I never thought even attorney was one generation. Yep, nefarious acts that happen in the dark. Yep, with the public in the light. His dad is white. I've heard that. I've heard that his pops, you know, adopted his Caribbean mom, and but again, there's like, Nation of Islam, you gotta understand, is like team light skinned anyway. I mean, all of those dudes. That's another. This is another crazy thing they said, that if you eat a certain way, your hair is gonna turn curly, and it's just more bullshit from the Nation of Islam. You know, that you're gonna get curly, nice hair. They really fell. You look back at it. I mean, yeah, they said a lot of radical shit, but they really fed black people a whole lot of bullshit. Too much bullshit. And you just really wonder if these guys themselves were sent. You know what I mean? You got to wonder that now. But oh, I just still knock this out. Knock this out. There we go. Oh man, Bob Marley's dad is white. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. You think they're black, they're actually white. All right, but as you probably know, Rizza Islam, his mom had passed. I mean, rest in peace to her. But I spoke about this in a video a while back. And listen, his mom and his family, they do a lot of scamming. And at the time of his mom's death, Riza Islam got in a little bit of trouble with the government, all right, in which he's accused of basically stealing $4 million of government money, all right, and ruining a few careers of a few black educators in California, like putting them on these false programs and forcing kids to do Scientology drills and shit. I mean, that's a longer thing right there, but just really slimy shit. And he was arrested, his sister was arrested, and his mom was arrested. At the time his mother was arrested, his mother was sick with cancer. And the rumor was that his mom was probably going to take the fall for all of them. All right. And obviously at the time she was sick, she had cancer. So I doubt that they would have stuck her in a hole, like they would have put her in like an infirmary or something. She is an older woman and all this other stuff. But now his mom's gone. Right. But at the same time, the arrest record is still there, right? That's still lingering, all right. And what I heard, which was really slimy, at his mother's funeral, he was selling T-shirts and shit. So the family, we're just talking about a bunch of grifters here, and scumbags. But basically, his mom is gone, but the arrest record is still there. It's still in the books. So recently, I guess Rizza proposed to some girl, and he was in the process of getting married. Let me see if I can find the video of him proposing. It is a real big thing too. Let me see, Rizza proposing to his woman, which is a beautiful thing. That's nice. All right, hold on. So propose. Okay, this is 2 hours and 2 minutes and a few seconds. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's use in the building. Oh, definitely Empress Goddess. Yeah, he did. He did. He did. Like I said, it's the whole family of grifters, man. DJ Vladkov. Power, the money, power, and influence. Yeah. The nation is. I don't feel the same about the nation at all. But oh yeah, this seems pretty beautiful. All right, let me go ahead and oh wait. Let me go ahead and share. Boom, boom, boom. This is a pretty big thing. All right? God, what's wrong with my Wi-Fi out this bitch? Come on. Good grief. My Wi-Fi with this. Oh, I know what's going on.
All the way up, and we ain't never coming down, no, 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 no. The way up, we ain't never.
She still don't know, but it's a powerful thing.
Completed the goal. No, it's a major one.
Yes, sir. This is what I think right here.
Oh, you did do it. You gonna make me cry.
It's okay. Look, baby, you said I knew it was you when I met you. I'm saying the same thing to you. I knew it was you when I met you.
Don't get my snot on the camera.
So I'm asking you, would you please make me the happiest man?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no! You know what?
The way up.
It's on that thing.
Soon to be Mrs. Islam.
I done seen up right here. I done seen down right here. I done seen up right here. Deep in the cup, sipping the cup, rolling the blunt right here. Some of them punk right here. Some of them tough right here. I done seen the ball right here. I done seen the fall right here. Put them up in the car right here. Next thing you know, sad news. They going out here. So I give them my all out here. Trying to get to the boys out here. Put them up on game out here. Let them all know I'm them. I'm from the same plane out here. Trying to stay in my lane out here. We gotta do better. Put that on the mothers. I show them I love them. They say that they're bugging.
I knew. I'm like, why am I playing this music? I'm gonna get flagged tomorrow. I didn't know who was even singing the song, but listen, it was beautiful though. It was cool. How do you like it? Like, you didn't think Rizza was a romantic like that, now did you? How do y'all like that? Looked pretty. He had the plane. He had the diamond. Listen, man. Yeah, man. It's on TikTok. Yeah. Y'all didn't oh, come on, Carrie. Everything. How could you not see the romance in this? Seriously, took her up on the plane, saw the city. I don't know, that diamond looked, I'm sure it's real. I mean, because that right there costs a lot of money. What, so he's a simp now for doing how he did it? Come on now. Was that Jay-Z? Yeah, I'm definitely getting flagged. I'm definitely gonna get a copyright strike for this one. But yeah, dude is that's his queen. Marriage is in 2023. Seems all beautiful and everything, right? Well, it turns out that Minister Farrakhan wanted to throw a little salt in the ointment, right? And I guess word started going around that his queen started complaining to some of the higher ups that Riza did something really very unkingly, all right? Something very, very shady, very unrighteous. And I wanted to explain it to you, but I think the best person to explain it to you is the minister himself. And there's so many things to unpack with this, man. Just, first of all, how this even got out in the first place. See, Carrie, this is why men don't this is why we black men don't want to do these type of things, man. Because here you are ready to Carrie, this is why men don't you just look at you ready to shout them down. You wouldn't want your man to propose to you like that? Man, that was romantic. Y'all are y'all keep love to bring down black men and say they don't do this and that. This man did this man, I don't know. It's why brothers don't. This is why brothers are becoming passport boys. This is a full black woman, and look at how he treated her, and you're like, that was lame. But yeah, it turned out the minister. Let's see, it's here somewhere. I played it just a second ago. Here it is. Here it is. Listeners, and we're gonna go right through it because these charges are pretty. They're pretty heavy. They're pretty heavy. All right. Well, I don't care if I'm discouraging you doing something I don't like. How would you like to get proposed to then? And so if a man proposed to you, what would you like? I mean, would you, like just over a fat burger and he just like, let's just jump the broom and go to Vegas? I love how you're outraged. I dare not to jump on every scrap. It's not my taste. It doesn't make me responsible for any grown man's choices. Mistress Monica, what's going on? Lafayette Baker, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Midnight Green, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? Yeah, so it's on TikTok, my college chick. Okay, so let's listen to the minister because this is something that happened. This is something that's commonplace with the Nation of Islam. All right. And this is why it's a cult. If you try to outshine the leader, they're going to find a way to toss you under the bus. All right. I said this a long time ago. I guess I wasn't big enough. Nobody heard me or anything. I said Rizza is going to get excused or excused from the nation, and pretty harshly. They do this to all their people. And what's so crazy is that, I mean, let's face it, Farrakhan's got one leg in the grave right now. This guy's pushing 90, all right? It's obvious. I mean, yeah, he still has his facilities, but listen, the dude has slowed down dramatically, all right? Basically gives the same speech over and over and over. So, once he's gone, the nation's gone. But this guy loves the power. He wants to hold on to power. And if he gives it to anybody, it's going to be someone in his family. Really, there's nobody in his family to take it. All right? Nobody is him. They weren't grooming anybody. His son isn't going to do it. Forget about it. Nobody is going to take over Farrakhan's spot. And he was grooming nobody. Nobody. Ben is not going to be the next one. Ben is too black. All right? It's the bottom line. Riza, like I said, he can't command an audience like that. Well, let's listen to what Farrakhan said. And this is supposedly a closed door meeting. This is in front of people, folks. But let's listen.
A very handsome brother. Highly intelligent. But you've got to bring your moral standard up. Because the women are going to fall in love with you.
Because you got money.
But you can't have them all now.
Now, hold on. I got to stop you right there. And I'm not a fan of Rizza Islam. I mean, I probably said that before. Let me say it again. I stopped. In fact, I'm really down in the nation. I really don't fuck with them like that. And there are two people that pushed me over the edge with the Nation of Islam. Two people in particular. Okay, there are some. I mean, the Scientology move really made me look at them side eye. But obviously when you're online all the time and you listen to them, there's two people that really push me away from the nation. One of them is Vicky Dillard, all right, who's turned out to be batshit crazy. The other one is this guy, all right? And I used to like Riza, like, you know, just like I like any other person, like, you know, I like how he spoke. But the two things that turn me off about this dude, the celebrity shaming. This guy, what I don't understand, here's a guy who is anti the system, anti the white man, anti-white supremacy, and he does nothing but cape for all their foot soldiers, i.e. the celebrities. When he was shaming black people for that's another guy, Kanye West. He loves any celebrity, he capes for celebrities. And I guess he and Tariq and a bunch of them were on this reparations panel. And I'm gonna show you something I'm gonna get to that like before I leave here, but that whole reparations and the FBA, you guys are funny. You guys like every day is something new. But how is it that this guy is supposed to be this super revolutionary, but a super conspirator celebrity? Any celebrity this guy gets behind. Every and any celebrity. He sat there, and when Kanye went in front of Trump and made an ass of himself, this guy was saying, look, brothers and sisters, no, listen, you're looking at the hat too much. All right? Just remember the spook at the door. He does it's so cookie cutter, the conspiracy shit, and he thinks that blacks are stupid. That's why he thinks. But what he did at Nipsey's murder scene, go see that video. I've said this over and over. That turned me completely off. And here I am, a guy who's never even heard a song from Nipsey Hussle, never even fucked with Nipsey Hussle like that. But what he did at that murder scene was abominable. Absolutely abominable. You have to understand that it's only people in the inner circle that would get promoted. Rizza and Ben X are not in the inner circle. No, they're not. We think they are big because no, you're right. You're right, Information Man. They, again, Ben X, and it's just a fact. Nation of Islam is very light-skinned white. And this is why Khaled was too hard. Khaled was too dark-skinned. It's just what it is. All right? So, but yeah, listen to what he says. But how do you Riza Islam wasn't around women like that? You never heard any stories of him womanizing and stuff? Now, possibly, maybe, because, you know, when I remember I moved to Harlem, I heard all sorts of stories about Conrad Muhammad, a bunch of them. You know, I didn't believe it at the time. So who knows? Riza gets money doing what he does. That's for sure. Believe that. He does get a lot of money. So, I mean, you saw from the marriage proposal, he does get coin. But you've never heard any bizarre stories about, you know, Riza and women like that. But maybe it was covered up. Who knows? Well, let's continue.
I don't know how Solomon made out.
What's up,
I don't know how long he lived either. That's you killing himself with the 1,000 concubines. What?
Concubines?
I'm not envious of Solomon.
Wait, again, he's putting him in Solomon category. Again, if Riza was out there knocking down women left, you would hear whispers, all right? You'd hear whispers. Now, I don't think he's perfect. I'm not going to sit there and say that this man, nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that, but he's putting him up there with Solomon. Like the hell, bro.
You know, when you understand who a woman is.
Didn't mean to stop. No, Midnight Green, that is not a rumor. That is the truth. They were arrested a couple of years ago, and there's a pending case that can send him to prison for a very long time. That's not a rumor. That's a fact. All right, he got arrested. It was all over social media. His mom was arrested again. The plan was that, again, his mom was probably going to take the fall. His mother died of cancer last year, so now it's just him and his family pretty much. So no, that's a very real scenario.
And what a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with it. Don't mess over them.
Okay, you hear the clapping in the background. He is saying this in front of a crowd. He's saying this in front of a crowd. Listen to what he says.
They are from God, but they can be from the devil.
Now, women, just, brace yourselves for this. All right? Brace yourself. Yeah, just listen to dude talk.
If you don't treat them right. Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th. The sister is charging you, brother, with rape.
Now, again, in front of an entire audience. All right? Now, I don't know if this was something that was supposed to be closed, but how is it? How? I mean, if this is something that is supposed to be between him and his fiancé or wife, how do you say this in front of an audience? How do you say it in front of an audience?
That's a horrible challenge. But to my sister, you lowered yourself.
He said you lowered yourself.
You were engaged to that man.
Okay.
But what I read, and you allowed him to stay in your house.
Right. Keep it going.
You allowed him to lay down on your bed.
Damn.
And he laid down south.
Now,
what the hell is going on here?
you can't hear. Can anyone hear the recording? Because maybe I can get an even clearer one. Can you hear the recording well? All right. Because the recording is all over the internet. So I'll see if I can get a clearer one. But that is Farrakhan, and he is talking to Rizza. He's talking directly to Rizza. So can you hear it okay? Oh yeah, this is trending heavily. This is trending pretty badly, bro. It's trending. Actually, let me you can't hear. Okay, the quality's rough. Let me see if I can get a better quality. Because like I said, this right here is everywhere. Let me see if I can get a better quality. Hold on. Yeah, this is trending. This is bad news, bro.
How long he lived this either.
There it is.
That's you killing himself with the silent concubine. But I'm not envious of Solomon.
I think this is the best you can get.
And you know, when you understand who a woman is, And what a woman is,
I don't know what event this is.
please, brothers, don't mess with it. Don't mess over them.
Shout out to Max B, who also covered this.
They are from God, but they can be from the devil if you don't treat that way.
I don't know what the event.
Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th.
September 16th. I guess this was this year. Hand claps.
The sister is charging you, brother, with rape.
The sister's charging with it. And it's in front of a crowd.
That's a horrible challenge.
Yep. Peace, Max.
But to my sister, you lowered yourself.
Said you lowered yourself. To my sister, you lowered yourself.
You were engaged to that man.
You were engaged to him.
According to what I read. And you allowed him to stay in your house.
So he's putting all the blame on her.
You allowed him to lay down on your bed. And he laid down beside. What the hell is going on here?
Said, what the hell is going on?
And get angry with you because you act like the savage that's just a quarter of an inch under your skin. See, you bring the nigga out of us.
Oh, God.
And then act like you did nothing.
Let me tell you something. Before we even go on with this, let me explain something about the minister, okay? This defense that you hear him giving to Rizza, and again, you know, these are accusations, but this is coming out of the minister's mouth. All right. I don't know why he would even say this in front of an audience if maybe some of this wasn't true. But what you hearing as far as this defense that the minister is giving, this is the same defense that he gave for Mike Tyson, where everybody was saying, oh, well, what are you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning in a dude's house? Well, yeah, you know what? That you have a point as far as if you go into a dude's place at 3 p.m. at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it doesn't mean that you got to assault the woman. And for those who say, well, Mike didn't do it, well, explain all the other times when he was abusive with women or just abusive, period. You said the same thing about Michael Jackson. When people were saying, well, Michael Jackson, he ain't do nothing to those kids. No, but all he did was sleep in the bed with these same kids and close the door behind them. I didn't say this. This isn't speculation. He said this. You say the same thing with R. Kelly. When people send out their kids to R. Kelly, yeah, these parents are stupid. But does that mean that R. Kelly, that means he's got to, be a pedo? He said, speaking of R. Kelly, Minister Farrakhan defended him too. Called him an angel. So this is something this is nothing new with the nation. They always defend every and any celebrity because celebrities give two things: revenue and members, which is the lifeblood of cults. That's what celebrities get. So Farrakhan, the Nation, Rizza Islam, all he does, celebrities, constantly riding with celebrities. Constantly. What's up, Danny Brown? What's going on? Yeah, man. So, yes. Let's continue with this.
If you engage don't mean come to my room, get in my bed, and I'll lay beside you, and nothing better happens.
Like, wait a minute. I just, what are we talking about here? All right. So they're engaged. You should at least respect. So he's basically saying that, what he's saying that it's her fault. Does he even know what she was wearing? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Even the way she could have been buck naked, but if she didn't, if he forced himself on her, like what exactly happened? It sounds like something bad happened for him to actually go to this length to say, doesn't matter what happened, all right, you were probably at fault. He did this, like I said, this is nothing new with the Nation. He did this for I look, if you go back in my archives and type in 3 people who killed Malcolm X, the Nation, and the NYPD and the FBI, I got the videotapes of him having that meeting, all of Elijah's underage wives and everybody going in on Malcolm. Also the tape of him, the speech he gave in 1971, basically saying Malcolm got what he deserved. This is nothing new with this dude. This is nothing new.
Damn fool. Now, when you started acting up, like you wanted something.
So in other words, something did go down. So something, either he's speculating or he's just painting a picture, but something did go down. But he's saying this in front of a whole audience. That's what's just tripping me out. This is in front of a whole audience, not as someone who will sit down and counsel. Like, you know, these churches, they'll sit the couple down and counsel them quietly. This is in front of a bunch of people.
Listen. No.
Wow.
Stop.
Damn.
See, when you get the nigga up in a man, and you were telling stop. Well, what the hell are you doing? Get me in this condition mentally and telling me stop.
I gotta hold on a second. Hold on. All right. You heard Tony Muhammad talk about what Scientology has done for him, how it's made you into a better man. The Nation's always talking about self-discipline, and they try to make it like they're more disciplined than the average person. I mean, so what you're saying is that this guy has no self-control, basically. What she's saying is that dude has absolutely no self-control. Like, what could she have said to him to turn him on that much where he couldn't, like, and now if he assaulted her, he's trying to say, well, listen, you made him do it. This is Minister Farrakhan. This is his voice. This is an actual speech. This is actually what's going on. Let's continue.
You got to be a hell of a man to get that close. Sisters, you need to mind yourself.
Damn.
You want to pull down a good man.
They're cheering.
Can you got it?
Like I said, and I've already told you why Rizza's a piece of shit. This is not a good man. This guy's a propagandist. All right. He's a dude who's a fast talker. All right. Matter of fact, you know, just on a side note, remember this guy was talking against the jab, just like your boy Umar Johnson. Remember him? Umar was talking against the jab as well. I'm getting to that in just a second. All right. But these guys are traveling all over the place. So this guy is not a good man. This guy is a piece of shit. He's a propagandist, and again, and he's a conspirator. And he just puts out a lot of pseudo shit. But I don't. To me, there's nothing good about this dude. But let's listen.
He gonna marry you.
Wait.
And I bet you he gonna marry you.
Damn.
If you want a man, don't give him a damn thing but the greatest.
Don't give him a damn thing. But what? What did she say?
And I bet you he gonna marry you. If you want a man, don't give him a damn thing but the greatest. And get the greeting with your eyes lowered.
Eyes lowered.
Our women are beautiful, man. You can't lay beside one of our women.
Wow.
And even the ugliest one you think is ugly, lay beside her and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You better come to the class, FOI class, and learn how to be a good man. So, Brother Rizza, I very much love you. And I respect the good work that you do. But don't mess it up by being immoral. Because you're handsome and highly intelligent and you win arguments, good. But you can't win an argument with God and His law. And you're going to have to answer to the law.
So basically what Farrakhan did, all right? I mean, how did nothing not happen? How did nothing not something? It's kind of like, you know, not on the level like Ime, the Boston Celtics coach. This dude just fucked the wrong person. That's basically what happened with that dude. But nothing bizarre has come out with that dude. I think this dude just, you know, reckless. And with him, word that I guess someone had videotape or what have you, and you know, the doorbell camera caught wind of it and all this other shit, and then the husband was gonna blow it up, but nothing over the top. Like, he didn't force himself on anyone like this dude. So clearly something happened with Riza and his beautiful fiance. That's what happened. And I had said, I did the last video I did, I think, talking about Bishop Bling, and I really, really hammered him about his security or the lack of it. And I compared his security to, gee, if that was the Nation of Islam, the NOI, they're very tight and they're very stringent with their security. Well, how is it if they're that great with their security, all right, and they do, anyone who's gone to a Nation of Islam meeting, you know they do cavity searches. How did this breach happen? Unless someone wanted this to get out. How did something like this happen unless somebody wanted this to come out? Somebody wanted this to come out, and they wanted Rizza to be taken down. And some of the things I was reading today, it's kind of funny because one of the things that I've read was, gee, they're using the same script on our brothers. White supremacy does the same thing. My question is, how do you, Rizza, who's supposed to be this knowledgeable, knows this system, knows the devil, how could you allow this system to hem you up like this? How are you blaming? How is it that it's the system's fault, and you're supposed to be the all-seeing, all-knowing, giving guidance to how to combat white supremacy? How could it snare you up this easily? How is that? Yeah, man, get the likes up, y'all. Get the hidden like, share, subscribe. We got 53 people in the building. But it's just more of the same bullshit. And you notice what Farrakhan said towards the end? Look, get to the class. I need you. You know who that sounded like? That sounded a lot like Umar, didn't it? It's the same. These guys are all the same. It's sad because a lot of us grew up with the minister. We looked up to this dude. And look at what this guy's become. He's lived long enough to become the villain. But yeah, man, I don't know how you're going to blame, and who's going to come to his defense. Now, if this is true, if he did, if this starts to pick up steam, all right, think of all the people that's been hooked up with Boyce and by extension, Tariq Nasheed. P. Light, now this guy. I doubt that. I mean, I don't know if that woman who he's with is really going to have any protection like that. Because clearly the fact that they allowed this to leak, I mean, what could they have? You need a phone, obviously, to tape record this shit. It was a private meeting. Let's go into the comments real quick. Yeah, man, get the likes up to 40. Get them to 50. I used to have the likes before. I haven't been asking for likes before. Now I got to start asking for likes. But yeah, man, this dude, and who listens to this cat? This cat, I was watching something today, and I'm just like, this guy is saying shit that most of us are like, how do y'all not? It's like I said, I don't fuck with this dude. Listen to this shit.
Aha, yes, America. I had a feeling there was something else deeper going on right now with this Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby thing. There was something else real conniving that you were doing. Okay, hold on. First of all, pause. Brother Riza Islam, assalamu alaikum, peace.
My bad. Hold on. All right. Let's hear it now.
Aha, yes, America. I had a feeling there was something else deeper going on right now with this Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby thing. And there was something that was real conniving that you've been doing. Okay, hold on. First of all, pause. Brother Riza Islam, Assalamu alaikum, peace. Yes. But America, we're about to go in on you. Last month in February, while they were tearing down R. Kelly and now trying to tear down Michael Jackson and the whole Bill Cosby thing a couple months before, they were doing a tribute to Elvis. And just to be clear, Elvis Presley is not the king of rock and roll. That would be Chuck Berry and or Little Richard if you want to be technical. America, you were giving a tribute to Elvis Presley when he was dating a 14-year young girl by the name of Priscilla while he was 24 years old. Is that not a pedophile? Jerry Lee Lewis at the age of 23 married his cousin Myra at the age of 13. Is that not a disgusting pedophile and an incestuous relationship? Yet you have all good things to say about him, America? Hugh Hefner had Brooke Shields at the age of 10 years old taking butt-naked pictures for the Sugar and Spice edition of the Playboy magazine. Is that not a pedophile's move? But I guess it's okay if you're Caucasian and just call them bunnies, right? Steven Tyler had a 14-year-old girl by the name of Julia signed over to him by her parents. Is that a pedophile's move? Over 30 women are accusing Harvey Weinstein, including a former model who was 16 at the time. And over 20 women are accusing Donald Trump. So, America, cut the bull crap and lock them all. Aha, yes, America. I had a feeling there was something else deeper going on right now with this Michael Jackson, R. Kelly.
Dude, who doesn't know this? First of all, I've already told you about Michael Jackson, Bill. Who doesn't know about these dudes? Aha, yeah. Well, but see, the white man does it too. Weinstein's in prison. How about that? This dude, right now, this dude doesn't even want his teeth pulled in prison. And they're like, nah, it doesn't matter. That dude is done. What about Iggy Pop? I talked about him. He's a pedo. Red Hot Chili Peppers, he's a pedo. You think the Rolling Stones weren't getting it? You think that, what about the Beatles? Well, she was just 17. And then there was, what's his name? Ringo Starr, who was saying that song, She's 16. They all did this. This is doing the work. Y'all don't know this shit? Oh my God. Yeah, Iggy Pop, this dude was a pedo, man. 13-year-old, I believe. All these dudes, I'm telling you, I mean, he just brings up stuff but then again, these same people, this is what I mean. He's this big celebritard. This dude's a full goofball, man. And by the way, let me read something for you dudes. Let me read something. All right? Let me read something. Fuck, Dallas won. Fuck. Anyways, pardon me. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get the videotape of this dude. Shout out to Max B, by the way. Go check out his channel, Max B World Media. You know what it is. Man, let me see. Anyways, I'm trying to find the yeah. Did with Baba David, but these guys are just full with misinformation, man. A lot of misinformation. But Umar was talking to this about don't get the jab. We don't know what in it, blah blah blah, and he was just preaching against it, right? Well, let me read something for you. All right, let me read something for you. Ready? COVID-19 in the United Kingdom. All right. Key information for travelers to go to the United Kingdom. Get up to date with your C19 jabs before traveling to the United Kingdom. That means get the jab if you ever plan to go to the United Kingdom. Said if you're not up to date with your jab and may have difficulty assessing healthcare during travel, avoid travel to the UK. Are y'all listening to me? Even if you are up to date with your jab, you may still be at risk for getting and spreading the vid. Anyone 2 years or older should properly wear a high-quality mask in indoor public spaces. If you have a weakened immune system or increased risk of severe disease, and even if you're up to date with your jab, talk to your clinician about your risk and consider delaying travel to the UK. Why am I saying this? Why am I bringing this up? Well, it turns out that your boy Papa made a visit to the stinking UK. This was after telling black people, don't get the jab. And here he is. Shout out to KKC. Here he is in the UK now. This is after telling us not to get the jab. And you listen to people like him, like Rizza. Rizza's not a doctor. You know that Peter Light's not a doctor. He's another one. Right off the bat, these guys were telling people before they even knew about this thing, oh, don't get the jab, don't get this. Like there are on a billion and one things in this world already set up to kill you. Like this was the final frontier for white folks. Create some disease that's literally killing everybody. That is killing everybody. Why would governments go through all this time and all this effort to put together paperwork and laws? It takes time to write up laws. Why would they do that if this was fake? But here this guy is in the UK. Go check out KKC in the UK. This is what this fool right here was telling you not to do. This guy. Because he talks fast and loud and blah, 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 blah. So you think he's right. But now, this dude got the, got a rapidy accusation on him. Given to him by none other than his leader. Let's just go into the chat real quick. Yeah, talking like an Austin is major. Might be. He still has his facilities. That's the fucked up part about it. All right? Now, he can't move, but he still got his facilities together. Yeah, man. I just think, yeah. Yeah, man. There are people out there. I had a few relatives myself. You think people were sitting there, they're trying to push people back out into the workforce. You think they wanted folks to stay inside the house? Wear a mask? Listen, I don't wish bad on anybody. But this cat right here is such a lowlife. All right, with what he does. I mean, the dude is sitting down this dude is having interviews with Alex Jones. All right, Alex Jones. So, yeah, man. So, I'm afraid that's for me in my house and no one got sick. Yeah, I don't think I got it. I mean, people are still getting it too. Right now, people are still getting it. The people that I work with that are getting it now, right? There's like 2 people this week that I know of. They just came back from work this week from having COVID. Like, can't breathe, sick, fever, right now. Man, to be fair, like some of them are overweight, all right? But still, it's a real disease. What's up, Rabia? How you doing? I tell you, man. So, yeah. But the nation, to me, like, they're just a cult, man. They're a cult. They're just another group unfortunately, I just call it, controlled opposition, man. You got to say that. You got to say it at this point. Minister Farrakhan and the nation wanted to have that audio to get out there. And there is no one right now that is going to take over the nation. When Farrakhan dies, that's it. It's over. No one's taking, not that slow talking dude who they're writing. Don't you know they're writing another book, yet another book, trying to say that the nation didn't kill Malcolm. I think this is like a 4th edition of another book they're writing to convince themselves that, oh, we had nothing to do with Malcolm's death. No, they're not a cult. What are they then, Ribia? What are they? If they're not a cult, why, again, explain Scientology if they're not a cult. Explain Scientology if they're not a cult. That's what I'd like to know. Break it down. I'll even have you come up here and break down Scientology for me if they're not a cult. All right. I know that cult has bad, but everything they've done, it's called, with cults, you have personality worship. Matter of fact, hold on, let me see if I can get that video that I did of the nation and their involvement in Malcolm's death. Nothing to do with the NOI. Okay. Here it is. Here we go. Hold on a second. Let me just see if I can get. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I guess I got to revisit this, don't I? Yeah, let's revisit this. Fair use. This was my little video here. The feds, the NYPD, and the NOI killed Malcolm X. Stop playing. All right. The family. Yeah, let's go. Malcolm X. Yeah. The Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's wives and family speak. All right. This is where they throw Malcolm completely under the bus. But let's listen to this one. This is Farrakhan praises Malcolm X's killers. All right. There's a few things I had on here. I got to do so. I've been kind of lazy in my description section. I got to put stuff, but I'm glad I have this here because this gives you the receipts that you need. This is the minister praising the killers of Malcolm. Hold on a second.
Malcolm didn't know what he was playing with. No, he didn't.
This is 1972.
You don't jump up against a divine messenger of God like he did. He asked to die. And God obliged him.
Thank you, Empress.
No, you don't understand. Like someone said, did you Muslims kill Malcolm? So the messenger said, and what if we did? He said, what if we did?
What if we did, he said.
Have you ever seen a leader scandalized like Malcolm scandalized Muhammad?
There's no scandal.
Have you ever heard of anything like that? Don't you know if you scandalize a man who's loved and honored by the people, what are you asking for? You're asking for death. And he got what he asked for. And those who killed him, they weren't sneaking behind no damn counter. They came in the place where the man was preaching and killed him in front of his own followers. That's fearless men.
Fair use. Thank you, sir.
And those who were there to guard him, they were ducking. Damn cowardly dogs. Ducking and running under poles instead of trying to protect the man. And you say it's your leader? You damn punk, you don't have no leader. If he's your leader, what the hell was you stand up for? Now all of a sudden they can serve you a dead man on a platter. And you eat him up as your leader, not knowing nothing about him while he was alive and know less about him now that he's dead. Malcolm's momentum carried him to his death.
Oh, but that's only one thing. Let's hold on. There's more. There's more. That was in 1972, folks. 1972. Let's continue though. Let's see. Creator Nation. Oh, you know what this is right here? Remember Khalid Muhammad? This will show you that a lot of these dudes, they don't even pay. Khalid Muhammad, as you probably remember back in the 90s, he got capped. He was shot up by a dude, and you know, he didn't die, and they caught the dude and they stomped the dude like literally into wine. Okay, I mean, basically if the cops didn't come around, he would have been a dead man. But this right here, this is Khaled's shooters. The guy who shot Khaled, it's still up, I believe. Hold on. I guess it's not up anymore. Oh, I was wrong. This guy right here, folks. This is the guy that shot Khalid Muhammad. This guy right here. This is the guy that shot Khalid Muhammad. He's got a YouTube channel now. How about that one? How about that one? You see? Now let's go back. Let's go back. My purpose is to let you know I don't follow cults. Are you part of the nation? Are you part of the nation, Rabia? Let's go more. So you want everybody to be putting them to be put in a great light as opposed to critique them. All right. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Betty Shabazz, Farrakhan admits. Wait, here it is. Minister Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's wives and family speaks. All right. Let's go. I guess this is taking time to load. Here it is. All right, this is 16 minutes, but fair use. Let me just go put fair use. Oh, it's still there. I'm good. All right.
Sister Evelyn, would you just say a quick word? We only have 10 minutes on the satellite.
Assalamu alaikum. Brothers and sisters, I just want to say that all the years that I worked with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad before he asked me to be his wife, there was never any kind of out of turn words, no sexual harassment. He treated us with the highest form of dignity and respect. When he came to me and asked me to be his wife, he sat down, as our beloved brother Minister Farrakhan said, and opened the Holy Quran to the place where it dealt with the wives. But he said Allah was forcing him to do this for future generations. There's much I could say, but I want you to know that he was an honorable man. He is an honorable man, and he stood for the respect of all black women around the world. I love Brother Minister Farrakhan said, and opened the Holy Quran in place. It dealt with he loved his wife, Sister Clara Muhammad, and his children. But he said Allah was forcing him to do this for future generations.
He said he loved his wife, Clara Muhammad, but Allah was forcing him to do this. That's what he said. He said he loved his wife. He was asking her to have his kid. Said he loved his wife, but Allah was forcing him to do this. Now, he had a gang of kids before this anyways. But he said Allah was forcing him to do this. Now, let me see if I can get the audio a little bit better. And some of y'all think I may be attacking the nation. This is out of their mouths. So nobody's attacking anything.
And his children. But he said Allah was forcing him to do this for future generations. There's much I could say, but I want you to know that he was an honorable man. He is an honorable man, and he stood for the respect of all black women around the world.
This is his daughter from Sister Evelyn Muhammad, the one you saw in the movie that Evelyn was holding in her arm. This is the daughter. My son married this daughter and produced 6 children.
Their family.
5 sons and 1 daughter. And these are the grandchildren of Elijah Muhammad and the grandchildren of Louis Farrakhan. They are brilliant, and I see in them the spark of their grandfather and their ages old great-grandparents, that they will be lights among the people. Sister Ola Muhammad, would you step forward, please? And where's your son? Come. This is her son. Come on. Come on. He's one of the first. Are you the first? He's the first?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, he's the first son of the second generation.
Come on, man.
And this son was on the mercantile. What is he?
Chicago Mercantile Exchange.
Chicago Mercantile Exchange. How old were you?
Well, I work on jobs, and yet I can talk to scholars. I've raised my son as he instructed me to do, and I am quite pleased with the life that he has given to me over 40-something years. Well, I work on jobs and in the hospitals and communities with people. They think I'm 32. My son is 32. This is because of the great teaching that our messenger, my husband, brought to you, all of us. The wrong foods we eat raise the blood pressure, give you diabetes, high blood pressure. Once you get high blood pressure, you're definitely going to have kidney failure and an early death. Elijah Muhammad said, drop that swine. It's making you ugly and it's killing you. Now we have Minister Louis Farrakhan picking up the banner.
Yes.
Carrying on with this great teaching that we all need.
Yes.
Elijah gave him the key.
Yeah, this is going out, man. I'll put in, but basically throughout this, they throw Malcolm under the bus, all right? And at the end, Farrakhan is telling us, oh, don't you go out and get 2 wives and what have you, because he's saying you're not ready. Meanwhile, Elijah Muhammad can go out and basically bang a bunch of teenagers, which is what he did. All right. So yeah, you can listen to it. Keeping it playing. What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah. So the whole thing's a cult. All right. Y'all don't like to hear it because we've all grown up with the nation. I get it, but sometimes you just gotta grow up and just tell the truth about certain things. It doesn't mean that the other people who they were pulling us away was right. It just means just another group that's basically being used to pacify black people. And that's what the nation is. The fact that Minister Farrakhan allowed this thing to come out, and he did, make no mistake about it, they allowed this to come out. I've told you about their security. This would have never come out. And the fact that he spoke about this in front of an audience, and he literally threw that woman under the bus. You cannot deny that, bro. You cannot deny that. Threw that woman right under the bus. And Rizza, again, this dude, no sympathy for what's happening to this dude. None. Yeah, so yeah, nice to see you keeping the planes coming in. But yeah, man, I just wanted to speak in this. We're gonna see where this thing goes. We're gonna see where this thing goes. Rabia, if you're still there, you can come up, Rabia. This is just for Rabia. I just want to hear you give me your story about. Just give me a short story about where I'm wrong for going after the nation and going after Rizza. All right, I'm gonna give you, Rabia, a couple of minutes to come up. Tell me where I'm wrong about Rizza. Again, this dude right here has done too much damage to black people. I don't care how fast he talks. I don't care if he talks anti-jab, anti-government. He's a conspirator. He's a celebritard. And, according to Farrakhan, possibly, allegedly, okay, I won't call it the rap app. I'll call it sex abuser, I guess. I'm not gonna call him anything, but based on what the minister just said, and he said a lot, all right, in front of a bunch of people, and Rizza hasn't answered this yet. He hasn't come up and said, yeah, well, and I've seen this guy before. I saw him, believe it or not, when him and Umar were in Hempstead. I didn't see them speak, but Rizza, I saw him. He's a pretty tall guy. He's got to be like, what, 6'8" or something? He's tall. He's a really tall dude. But and that picture that there's a picture that you see of Umar. It's where he's looking kind of ragged. He was actually in Hempstead that day. I gotta which pictures? I gotta see the picture itself. But yeah, if you want to come up, you said that your parents were in that New Jersey mosque. Yeah, this picture right here. This was when Umar was in Hempstead, New York. But yeah, your boy Umar, again, this was when he was in Hempstead. But your boy Umar, all that shit he was talking about, the jab and don't take it, and I don't know, and our people needs to watch it, and the government puts this and that. And here he is in England. I just read everything about here. Let me just put this is the vaccine for travelers in England. This is the rules. You have to be vaccinated to travel to the UK. He's in the UK as we speak, and he told all of us not to take the vac. And what happened? What happened? So, yeah. Oh, he's 6'5". He looked taller than that. You can come out. Look, I'm not going to scream at you or nothing like that. I'll just let you speak. If you want to come up, Rabia, like I said, he's not a threat at all. I mean, you're not like a threat. How? All right. I don't believe that at all. I've just seen too much effery come out of this dude's mouth. All right. He's a shit talker, just like a lot of these dudes are shit talkers. I don't believe he's a threat. I think he's a crook, to be quite honest with you. All right, and damn, you may force me to break out the court case. Hold on, Ronnie Islam. How about that? Well, why not do that? Bring out the court case. Sisters plead no contest. Yeah. Rizla out on bail. This was back in, let's see. Oh, yeah. Ronnie Rizza Islam. Yeah, here it is. Islam. Ronnie Abrams. Is this it? Ronnie Abrams. I'm looking for the court case. You guys can look it over yourself. Yeah, this dude is Ronnie Rizza Islam is allegedly out here scamming. Yeah, this was, I'm trying to get the court case itself. Probably leave it in my, yeah. Let's listen, folks. How about this? Hold on. All righty. Yeah, this is your boy, Mr. Islam. Fair use, by the way. Hold on. Hold it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me do this. Give me a sec. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Court. Hold on. Out on bail. And check out the information man, by the way. I think he's gonna be he's gonna be coming on in a few. Check out the information man after this, because he's gonna go more into detail about what's going on. But let me go ahead and hold on. Let me turn this up. Where? Come on, man. Trying to enlarge this. Okay. Give me a sec, y'all. All right. Now let's listen to Mr. Riza Islam and what he's going through right now. This is him and his mom. Hold on.
It's Brandon. South LA family with ties to Scientology and the Nation of Islam will stand trial in a case the prosecutors say ripped off California taxpayers to the tune of $3.8 million. Today, a judge determined there is enough evidence against the mother, Hanan Islam, and two of her adult daughters and a son. They are accused of running a scheme to defraud Medi-Cal by recruiting local high school students for drug counseling that the students did not want or need at a Scientology Narconon clinic in Compton. A prosecutor says the family members hired so-called ghostwriters to manufacture records that were used to fraudulently bill the state millions of dollars. All defendants have pleaded not guilty. It's Brandon. South LA family with ties to Scientology and the Nation of Islam will stand trial in a case the prosecutors say ripped off California taxpayers to the tune of $3.8 million. Today, a judge determined there is enough evidence against the mother, Hanan Islam, and two of her adult daughters and a son. They are accused of running a scheme to defraud Medi-Cal by recruiting local high school students for drug counseling that the students did not want or need at a Scientology Narconon clinic in Compton. A prosecutor says the family members hired so-called ghostwriters to manufacture records that were used to fraudulently bill the state millions of dollars. All defendants have pleaded not guilty.
Yeah. So, let's see. Did she come up? Nah, he didn't come up. Yeah, just recently. Just recently. All right. Check out KKC's channel. Check it out. But yeah, these guys all travel all over the world telling you not to take the jab. And again, why would it's just like Trump. You think he's dumb enough? He's telling the some of these goofy ass followers about not taking it. You think he's not taking the jab? Dude's overweight, old as hell. All right, fat. He lives off of fast food. You think that he's not gonna that he's not taking the jab? Come on, bruh. Seriously. Yeah, man. No, absolutely. These pro-black groups never turn out professionals in society. All of our leaders come from the church. Lawyers, doctors, teachers, congressional people. What are these they've done that, I mean, to be fair, there are some professionals in the nation, but everything for the nation is for the nation. To be fair. All right. They're all about the nation. That's the difference. That's why again they're called. So to be fair, you'll find some professionals in the nation, but they're just for the nation. That's it. That's it. Damn near recanted high statements about ex-lady. Yeah. It's fair to say that he recanted some of them, but not all of them. If he recanted it, why is the nation still trashing him? They're still trashing this dude. They trash Elijah, what's his name? Khalid Muhammad. They should have a statue of Malcolm and Khalid in Mosque Mariam right now. If they don't, the hell with them. Yeah, but okay, so Rabia, you're not coming up. And again, it's no big deal, but like I said, what's up, Jedi? Oh yeah, what's up, Jedi Knight? It's finally spot him. But yeah, man, that's that. We'll see what happens with Riza, all right, and the nation and all these dudes. And again, I think that and again, thank you, Empress, for that. I appreciate it. Check out information, man. He's gonna go into some stuff about this, but we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see. The fact that Farrakhan damn near admitted that something off happened with this dude and his fiance. He put a lot out there on the table, so we'll see we're gonna see where this goes, because Rizza has created a few enemies, and if he does get in trouble, let's see who tries to save him, because the nation, I'm telling you right now, they're gonna cut him off. They're gonna run the other way. Anybody who's ever gotten in trouble, they run the other way. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Of course, he'll say, well, the white man's the system's trying to take me down. He's doing such great work. Right. We'll see what happens with it, man. But listen, check out, what's going on, Spot'em. How to come up. When was Rizza in England? Oh, I just put the link down there. No, I said Umar was. I didn't say Rizza was. I said Umar was. So if you just want to tell me a little bit about, and this is just for Rabia, you want to tell me a little bit about the, what happened, and as far as your experience with the nation, you can do that. I'll listen. But again, this is just a pattern with them. All right. They want the leader to literally be God. All right. I think Farrakhan has gotten really full of himself. So we'll see what happens with we'll see what happens with this. But Rizza already got that court case. He has this hanging over him. So I'll give you 5 minutes to come up and just break it down, man. Rizza is Scientology. He's not just down, he is Scientology. Matter of fact, let's just, Ronnie Islam's beginning. See, Islam. Wait, and no wonder. Holy shit. I just went here. No wonder this guy is caping for Tiffany. Tiffany Haddish is part of Scientology now. Oh my God. Oh, unbelievable, bro. Unreal. I'm in the kitchen with Sunny Huston. Let's see, breaks down Scientology, meet a Scientologist, Riza Islam. Okay. Let's see what he says here. Hold on, let me just see what he's saying here. If he's saying anything major.
Because this is where people get mixed up at. This was never found by L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh my God. Okay.
This technology, because this is where people get mixed up at.
Here's they calling it. They're not calling it a cult. They're calling it technology. Oh my God. Listen to what he says about Scientology, folks. Again, this dude right here. Now, listen to what he says. Go ahead.
Technology, because this is where people get mixed up at. This was never founded by L. Ron Hubbard. The Church of Scientology was founded in 1955. Dianetics was founded in 1950. The said Nation of Islam in the West was founded July 4th, 1930, but we know that there is no birth record to Islam. So the technology at the very first page of the book Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard says, quote, "This is a recording of over 50,000 years of history upon which the system of Dianetics and Scientology would not exist." And he said over 50,000 years, pardon me, of thinking men upon which Scientology would not exist, or Dianetics. The credit is theirs, not mine. Now, we know the Caucasian does not span over 6,105 years, but L. Ron Hubbard gave the credit to all that he has in his materials, in his books, to that of the original man. Many of you, absolutely each one of you, I know, have not studied Dianetics, because if you did, you would know that this white man never claimed that he originated any of this, but the original man did. So that statement in that book, and you can go read it for yourself, buy a Dianetics book, open to the very first page, and you will see where he gives the credit to over 50,000 years of thinking men, which can only be an Asiatic original Aboriginal man and or woman.
You see the fuckery of these all vague answers and well, it could be brother. This is just, oh my God. Oh my God. Let's just see if Homegirl came up. Nah, she didn't. I swear, man. This is what I'm saying, man. These guys are just, they're too much. They are too much, bro. It's just too much. So we know the white man, that he came out of caves and that he's not the original man. So it had to be the original man. And again, I ask, okay, what is so original about this dude right here, folks? Like how could you can't get past it. And again, this is something people were telling us when we were younger. This guy was a black man. His father was white, black, and his mother, just all types of shit. And it's a lot of us ate it up, man. Let's just keep it a buck, man. But oh my God. Yeah, I think we can end it right there, folks. She's not coming up. Listen, by all means, sister, you can come up whenever you want. Eventually I'll start having panels and everything, but we shall see what happens with your boy Riza Islam. But I had seen this coming. I foresaw it. I knew that the nation would eventually chop him off at the knees if he started getting a little bit popular. I never thought that this dude was going to be a next Malcolm or Kyle. None of these guys are. And again, when Farrakhan, as a slime ball as he is, because this was a slime ball move in his part, he's got a leg in the grave. When he's done, that's it, folks. That's it. Nobody is going to be taking over the spot, and the nation's just going to crumble. So, or they may sell to Scientology and sell all their black members. Who knows? But yeah, man. Crazy, man. Mistrix Manager, thanks for coming through. Empress Goddess, check her out. Beautiful as well. Check out AR-15 Life Solutions. Seth Lodenrau. Again, I believe Information Man he's going to be going in on this topic as well. Check out Max V as well. He talked about this, but you see this trend, man. I think this is, I don't think we've heard the end of this at all. But hit the like button on your way out, all right? And thanks for coming through again. And until next time, big up on yourself, man. And, I'm Ghost. Peace.